Hello viewers. Today we have a Utilitech 20-inch box fan. I always mispronunciate the brand Utilitech, if that's correct or not. Predominantly a brand you can find at Lowe's. One of my previous videos, I think I did a walkthrough in said retailer, and they do have a number of different types of fans, box fans, oscillator fans, drum fans, tower fans, all different types. I have not particularly worked with this brand, and like in one of my previous videos, I had a gift card kind of burning a hole in my pocket, and it's been in there for over a year, and I thought, let me just pick up one of these and check it out. Now, from the box, it looks like, to me, similar to a Holmes or a Polonus. In the comments, if this is a rebrand of one of those, definitely let me know. Now, I should also imagine this would be the equivalent from a performance standpoint to a Lasko, your baseline Lasko, and so, in other words, your budget fan. This is not on the level of, say, the Power Plus from Lasko or the Rain Guard or whatever you want to call it. So let's take a look at this. So model number 809484 in black. Note that this also comes in white. I just recently acquired a black Lasko of the decor colors. Not a cool colors, but just your base Lasko. So I thought, I got that one as a black one. Let me get this one as a black one, and maybe in another video we'll compare the two of them together. But for today, we'll just take a look. Front side of the box, back side of the box, with basic information, where the control switch is. Now for me, I personally do not like the control switch there. Reason why, I use it in the window, would use it in the window predominantly on exhaust. And so you just have to kind of reach behind the fan and, I guess, turn it on and off. The flip side is you have all that surface for the window. And I know with today's modern fans, that's sometimes a challenge to stick them in the window. Lasko being one of them. Information. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, really just safety. Then of course in Spanish, fuse plug, but that's welcome to the 2000s with the fuse plug. Well, it appears this is wrapped in plastic. And you can't get it out. Let's try to get this out. Sorry that I had to step off camera, but this is kind of tight. All right, well, let's talk about the plastic for a second. Now, and the fan's upside down too. So let's put it this way. The fan was shipped in that box, or not shipped, but put in that box upside down, because you saw how I opened it from the top side where it was labeled. And I think that's a quality, it's more of an aesthetics thing. It's nice from the consumer experience to open a package and the product is facing the direction of the actual packaging. Secondly, this plastic. While I appreciate the extra level of protection, if you will, and maybe they do this because people order them online and they don't put the box in another box. They actually just ship it as is with a label on it. So maybe this is to prevent moisture coming through. However, as we know, these fans are manufactured as small as possible to still be called a 20-inch fan, as thin as possible, the least expensive components as possible to cut cost, to allegedly save materials, to save the environment, but yet the plastic. All right. So we will flip it right side up. And just as advertised, well, these feet, if I read the instructions, come out like that. I think that's a good design for the feet. I do like that. That is clever. And it feels quite sturdy. And you never have to worry about the feet going missing. So they get points in my book for that. I gotta say it is weird to be putting my hand across the top of the fan and there's no switches or handles. They're thin enough now where they figure we don't need a handle. You can just carry it like that. The other point to this is, well, I guess this is also the handle too. I think I saw that somewhere, so you can carry it around. Try doing that with a P23. Break your wrist or drop it. The cord, I did see somewhere in the information, it has its own. So one of these slots can be used. Jam the cord in, whoop-de-doo. Fuse plug, as we pointed out, black cable. And if anyone knows in the comments about the motor, I'm not too familiar with this motor. It'd be great if somebody could fill me in. And let's see, 20-inch box fan. Okay, so media, made in China, Utilitech. Okay, so I was right. Polonus, SMC, media, we got you. All right, so I'm gonna plug this in. And we will pull more plastic off. It's interesting to have this across the front. It'll give you the impression that you are purchasing a new car and you're peeling the plastic off the interior. All right. Let's try Lowe. Sounds very similar to a Lasko. Pretty powerful. I feel the breeze way back here, so that's pretty good. Medium. Just moving the tripod. High. Noisy. Noisy, but it's actually throwing a lot of air. It's throwing a lot of air. And let's check the spin down. What I was most interested in knowing is, look at that spin down. What I was most interested in knowing is these smaller blades, or thinner blades, how they perform compared to a Lasko. And it actually throws off a lot. And that spin down is quite impressive, actually. I mean, it should be because it's brand new out of the box. And these feet are very stable. This thing did not walk across the counter here. So the only inconvenience about this, if you're using it on exhaust, I guess, and you have the window down, you kind of have to reach, if you can reach in, and depending on your window, you might have to open the window, pop the fan to turn it on. what I also like is it seems to be in good balance. The Lasko I just recently tested, the black Lasko 3373. I did a couple videos on that fan. Out of the box, the balance was a disaster. It was walking across the table, shaking, poor quality control. But this seems to be solid. And the cabinet feels less, I mean, this feels like plastic, but it feels like almost a metal cabinet coated with plastic. I don't know. And it'd be interesting to take a closer look at this because I don't know how you get the guard off. That is very interesting. Now there's something down here. Wow, there's no obvious screws to pull this guard off. So I'm sure if I look in the instructions for cleaning, there might be something there. Let's see. User servicing instructions. So the fuse is replaceable in the plug. Cleaning. Remove soapy film with clean water. Do not allow, let's see. There's no instructions. It just says use warm soapy water. Do not allow water or other liquid to enter the motor. So what will be interesting, if anyone will know in the comments, is how you open up these grills. Is this truly designed to be a disposable fan where once it's dirty and oiled up, or dirty and gunked up, it's toast? You can't oil the motor? I don't know. Oh, I see. Well, it looks like we have a starting point right here. So in my mind, that may hold this front grille on. And there's tape here. I don't know if I'm gonna pull this tape off at the moment. If I'm supposed to. Yeah, there is some type of break there. So it lends me to believe that that does come apart. So at some point when I have to, or attempt to service this, we'll take a closer look on camera, and that will be an adventure for sure. But I'm sure this tape is, if you return it or it gets back to the manufacturer, they know if it was tampered with or opened up. So, not bad. I definitely would give it some use to see what happens. And the performance is decent. It seems to be flexible for smaller, thinner windows. And it's certainly steady for the regular floor or countertop, as well as it can really kind of be run without falling over. And the last thing to point out is the quality. I am impressed with how balanced it seems to be and stable for a thinner style fan. So make sure you comment, subscribe, check out my other videos. Certainly, if you're into more modern box fans, check out some of the check out the Lasko. I just did the black Lasko. If you're into vintage box fans, there's tons on this channel. Check those out. This fan is really relative to its time. I am not comparing this to a P23 or a 223 or any of those. This is really in comparison of its 2024 contemporaries, or I should say competitors. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.